She's beautiful.
Now this is real life. Have you have a good vibe, good vibe? Yes, this is real life. See, I can never tolerate people try to segregate one kind from another kind. Some of them are instigate, hate them, that's not your race. Blind still I try to lead blind. What are them leaders fighting for? Another confrontation between my wife and myself.
Steele is actually my name. Full name is Mark Steele, M-A-R-K-S-T-E-E-L-E. And I know a lot of people think that it's a stage name that I came up with, but it's actually my surname. So it's not a made-up name, but you know, I am blessed to have a name like that because to me, Steele represents strength. Well, it all started for me just like most people, you know, in the church. You know what I mean? Because I'm born in Hanover, Jamaica, you know. And growing up in the church, you know, you're not forced to do anything as per religion, but you're guided into doing certain things. And one of the things that I was always guided into is to be a part of a youth choir. You know, and I guess my mother and father, the influence came from them because they also sang on the church choir. But I really truly got into it when I started to go to Herbert Morrison, you know, and that's in Montego Bay. And I remember going into the music room one day and, you know, there was a band rehearsing the Mystic Force. And, you know, eventually I taught my way into that band and started doing singing for the band. Oh, I truly know that I had something was when we went to a all-female school, you know, and we did a concert. And I remember doing Lionel Richie, Truly. And the way the woman them scream, I say I'm onto something here.
So are you telling me there's a whole bunch of ladies that have no confidence? All my confident ladies, let me hear you scream one time. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Ladies, walk out and pose one day. Not because I was a big train. I wonder what they want from your life. See everything they try to criticize. Because you see, and they know your body ready.
Every time I touch the stage, I understand that I'm there for a purpose. And I've always said to people, look, if you just wanted to hear a song sing, then you just buy the CD. But when an artist hits the stage, he's there to perform and entertain. So I've always had that in the mind, the back of my mind every time. Whenever Steele is on stage, Steele has to perform and entertain. But I've always made sure that any song that I sing, I believe in what I'm singing. Hence the fact that I don't sing certain, you know, lyrical content. Because I've always said that my music has to be 110% uncorrupted material. So it don't matter who's in the audience. If a small child is there, they can still relate to what I'm dealing with. And if, you know, an elderly person is there, they don't have to get up and feel offended because Steele is going to make sure that they're comfortable. Primarily a lovers rock artist, you know what I mean? And I do, you know, jump in the conscious element because Liberty is very conscious, you know, and lovers rock is also a conscious element within itself because it deals with matters of the heart. And a lot of my fans, most of my fans are female. So when you're singing to a female, you have to make sure that what you're singing is real and they can feel what you're saying because that's the way they relate to a lot of them personal situation. And same thing when you're singing a conscious music. You have to make sure that you embed yourself into the song that you're singing, you know, and your lyrical content and what you're saying you know about and you talk about. So that's why I don't sing about things I don't talk about. I can't sing about deep ghetto life. Because in Lucy and over there's no real ghetto. You either have it or you don't have it. So I've always been true to my music. And I think that comes across to my audience and to my fans.
See, every time I hear a crack of a whip, my blood runs cold. See, I remember all the slave ship, how they brutalized us all. Today they set me free, only to be chained in poverty. Good God, good God, good God, good God.
Top girl just passing. No half time for the ramping. That woman is something. Only the money making. Dress so cutie. Confident in beauty. She's ready for the world again. She's made up her mind. We do it again. Again. And if it means